Alright, so this is the guided practice for September 10th, 2020. Make sure to write your name, the date, and the title for your practice. I'm doing this after class, so not going to hear me stopping for any student questions or anything. But my last video did not go as planned, so guess what? I'm redoing it now. Okay. So the guided practice is the odd problems on the Google slide that is in Google Classroom. And let's go ahead and get started. So number one was 17 minus 5 times 4 divided by 2. So before we just jump into it, we need to have a plan. Here there is 3 different operations: subtraction, multiplication, division. We need to think about which one to do first. So, got to go back to our handy dandy notes that we already took, right? And we see that multiplication and division come before subtraction. So we're going to do one of these two first, and we know that they are tied, so the tiebreaker is whichever is the leftmost one, aka which one comes first in the problem. So we're going to do 5 times 4 first, which gives us 20. And we bring everything else down, divide by 2, and then 17 on the subtraction sign. So now we just have 2 operations, division and subtraction. So division comes first in our order of operations. So 20 divided by 2 is 10. Bring down the 17 and the minus sign. And we get that our final answer is 7. And now that we're down to just one number, we have simplified this expression, so we are done. And I just usually make a box around each of my problems just to help keep me organized. If you have a different way of being organized, by all means, use your method. Okay, so the second problem is actually number 3 because it was the odd numbered problems. So this one is 35 minus 14 divided by 2 plus 8 squared. There we go. Okay, so here we actually have 4 operations. We have subtraction, division, addition, and exponent. So in our order of operations, GEMDAS, E comes before, or exponents come before division, addition, and subtraction. So we have to do our exponent first. And remember, the exponent tells you how many times you need to multiply the base by itself. So this is actually 8 times 8, not 8 times 2. So 8 times 8 is 64. Just bring the rest of it down. Okay, now we're down to 3 operations: subtraction, division, addition. Just like before, division comes before addition and subtraction, so we do 14 divided by 2, which is 7. Bring everything else down. Now we have subtraction and addition. They are tied, so we do the leftmost one first. So 35 minus 7 is 28. And then we have plus 64. Bring it all down. And our final answer is 92. So circle that. Now that we're down to one number, we are finished. Okay, we'll move everything else down. Oops. Okay, there we go. Okay. Next on our list is number 5. It's just 2 bracket 18 minus 5 plus 3 squared divided by 7. End bracket. Okay, so just as a reminder, whenever you have a number next to a grouping symbol, like we have 2 right next to that bracket, that means multiplication. So there is an operation there, it means multiplication. However, we know because of our order of operations, our first letter, G, grouping symbols, means we have to take care of these grouping symbols first. So we have brackets, but we also have parentheses. So how we decide to do which or how we decide which one to do first is the innermost one. So since the parentheses are inside the brackets, we take care of the parentheses first. And then inside the parentheses, we have addition and exponent. So exponent comes first, so that's the very first thing that we do. So we bring that down. I'm going to write the rest of it just so it's a little more organized. So 3 squared is 3 times 3, which is 9. Okay, still got our parentheses here, so we have to do that addition next. 2 times 18 minus 14 divided by 7. Now that the number inside the parentheses is just one number, I can actually drop the parentheses here. They've done their job. They were really just there to tell me what to do first. But since I've done everything, all the operations inside the parentheses, it's not necessary anymore, so I drop them. But we still have a grouping symbol, which are brackets, so we still got to stay inside of this grouping symbol. And inside the grouping symbol, we have division and we have subtraction, which division comes first. So we do our division, 14 divided by 7, which is 2. Get 18 minus 2. Still have these brackets, so got to do what's inside. 18 minus 2, which is 16. Now here's where you get a little bit of choice. Even though it's one number, I can still keep the brackets here, just so I know I still need to multiply by that 2. You could drop them and just put a multiplication symbol. You could put parentheses, as long as you know that that 2 needs to be multiplied by that 16. So I multiply 2 times 16, and I get 32 as my final answer.